I heard a great quote, and it was said by a comedian by the name of Jimmy Carr. He said that failure is a great test of how much you want something. And I personally think it's such a great quote because it demonstrates the fact that things are going to get tough, things are going to get hard. But if you want that desirable outcome, then you will need to go through the fire. By going through the fire, by going through the trials and tribulations, that's what tests how much we want something. If you think about it, if you want something that bad, then you are going to do absolutely everything to get to that point. And when it comes to the word failure, I believe the word failure, a lot of people are starting to get the gist of. A lot of people are starting to understand the positives of failure, but I still don't think it's enough. And I think there's a lot of people out there that still believe that failure is a bad thing. A lot of people get scared of failing. A lot of people are embarrassed when they do fail. And a lot of people's views on failure are mostly negative. They think that because they failed at something, that there is no possibility, there is no way, there's no chance, there's no more opportunity to then move forward. And by people feeling embarrassed, by people feeling like there's no way to move forward, they start to give up. They start to feel like that goal wasn't then for them. They start to question their life's decisions, even though what they wanted to do in the first place was ultimately the right choice. And that's because they followed what the heart wanted to do. They followed exactly what they wanted to do. And the issue was that because they failed, because something went wrong, they thought that that was them. And I feel like that's what most people are stuck on. Maybe there's people watching this who have already stopped or gave up on something just because they found it very difficult. Maybe they experienced a moment where it just second guessed everything. Maybe that moment, that experience was so bad where they thought to themselves, how am I ever meant to move forward from this? How am I ever meant to become the person that I want to be? How am I ever meant to get to the places that I see other people doing? And I used to be that person as well. And there's also been times where I've quitted early on things that I really wanted to do. And that's because I never seen the potential within myself. And I feel like that is one of the problems that a lot of people are stuck on as well, where they feel like they have no potential. And it wasn't until I was around 15, maybe later on, maybe earlier on, that I realised that I do have the potential to chase my goals, to chase those things that I really want to go after. I believe failure is such an amazing thing to experience because it makes us understand if we want this thing bad enough. It builds skills up that we can use to not only get to that desirable outcome that we want to go after, but when we do eventually achieve that thing, because we are going to achieve it, and when we do achieve it, we can use the skills, we can use the things that we have learned within that journey to help us with other journeys as well. Even the journey of life, not just the journey of our goals and aspirations. And I feel like that is the great thing about going after goals, about going after the things that we want to go after in life, is that they provide all of these things. And by continuing on the path of life, by continuing on the goals and dreams that we want to go after, a lot of things start to come to us. A lot of realizations, a lot of things hit us. I think to myself, well, if I was able to achieve this smaller goal, then how much further can I go? What is my purpose on this earth? What is my purpose in this country? What is my purpose on the internet? I'm also starting to understand the principles of getting to a point where you want to be and how it takes time. How it's one of those things that, I mean, it depends on the goal, it depends on how hard working we are and how determined we are. But that, in general, it is going to take time. And for me, I realized that patience, that expectation, that long expectation that I have developed, where I know that it's going to take a long time, but even if it does or even if it doesn't, I'm okay with that. And again, I think it's one of those things where it's just going to take time to understand that and realize that. And I also believe when it comes to the philosophy stuff, I don't think we will ever truly know the true meaning of life. I feel like life is just life. Life is what you put into it, and what you put into it is what you get out of it. So I hope that this video could help you in any type of way. Thank you so much for watching. If you enjoyed this video, I would appreciate it if you could please like this video, subscribe down below, and if you know anyone that may benefit from watching this, then I would very much appreciate it if you could please share this video to them. Thank you so much, and I will see everyone in the next one.